Deftones, Romantic Dreams, Standard Tuning Method, Guitar Tabs and Guitar Lesson. I'll play all the different sections right at the beginning. After that, I'll go back through, give the full explanation for all of it. Please hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to let me know that you like this video and that you want to see more Deftones stuff like this. And now, let's get on into it. Alright, so just to clarify again, this is a standard tuning interpretation for this song, and it works pretty well in standard tuning because it's, originally he uses it in that super low, 8-string E tuning. So basically there's just a couple parts really that we just may sacrifice some of that super low E vibes just for some more mid-vibed stuff, but we can put in some really cool like compounded power chords to compensate for the lack of bassiness, and I think it works pretty well. This initial riff though, it's pretty much just spot on, the same octave range and all that, but we can just play it lower here now. It's just having to do with the E and the A string, and we're almost like picking through like some power chordish stuff, but just throwing in open E's. So we start with an open E, open low E, and then we do like a B power chord thing where we just hit the 7 on the E, then a 9 on the A. Alright, and we just repeat that twice. Alright, and then we essentially do it again, but we just change the 9s to a 10. Alright, the open 7 to 10 now. Do that twice. Go right back to the open 7/9s for a couple. And now we shift down to a new spot, open 4E to 7A. And do that twice. Alright, and then from there, we just essentially start looping the whole thing. For the initial bridge, there's first section where we just do open to 2 on the low E. Alright, and then we just do this reeling off of 2 notes, which is basically an A to a F sharp here. So we do an open A, F sharp, and we just crank that out about 7 times. Alright, and then the only little kind of curve in it is where once we get to the second time through, instead of just doing the open to 2 on the E, we do a little more where we go open 2, 3, 2, and then get back to our A to F sharp for 7 times. Now for the chorus, this is probably where we're going to get the biggest sacrifice or compensating for not having that super low 8-string E, but I think for swapping out with some compounded power chords, we can actually make it sound big and fat and cool still. So basically we just want to hit a couple of really big D power chords. So we can do that pretty well here by just doing a basic D power chord at the 5A, 7 on the D and G, but then we throw the A, additional A bass note octave on top of it. So we have the 5 E and A with the 7 on the D and G. And with this we go like 1, 2, hold it for a moment, then 1, 2. Okay, it still sounds like pretty big, pretty cool. And from here, where originally he would just be doing a super low single string on that big fat E string. Now we can just do a compounded like power chord thing, where initially we just do a basic power chord with the G at the 3 E 5 on the A and D there, and we just go 1 2 3 4. Okay, hit it, slide it down a fret now to the 2 for the G flat. So we got the 2 E 4 on the A and D, and with this we go 1 2 3 4. All right, and now we do a big compounded chord with the C. All right, so 3 on the A, 5 on the D and G, add the extra low octave at the 3 E. All right, so we got 3 E, 3 A, 5 on the D and G, and with this it's more like a da da da. So. All right, still sounds really big, really cool. It doesn't really feel like we're lacking that much on that low end. And the only other variation that happens is just a real subtle thing where the second bridge, it pretty much goes right to that, same as the first bridge, but we just kind of cut that initial, just open to 2, and we just go right to the open 2 3 2 part, and then reel off those A to Fs, F sharps. Okay, we just go right to that section. And at the end of the second verse, there's kind of a little spacer section there, a little interlude section where we're just hitting like big dynamic hits on the D compounded power chord there, the 5A, 7D and G with the 5 on the E as well. And it's just big dynamic hits, letting them ring for 4 times.